FranceWas, Keller Williams, Real Estate Santa Barbara, Monday Market Minute. So today I decided that I would, every end of month, talk to you about things outdoors, such as gardening, planting, and so on. So April is around the corner. We just, spring is, started. And so I'm going to talk to you about what to plant for April. Vegetables. You can sow or transplant beets, carrots, celery, kale, and rhubarb. And then there's certain cold weather vegetable that you can still plant. This is the end of it for chard, leeks, radishes, and spinach. Some of the heat-resistant variety that are of cold weather that are still okay to transplant are artichokes, asparagus, and then the cole family like broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower. As to the early varieties, you have a certain type of tomatoes like the sun gold cherry and the better bush and the First Lady hybrid and Valerie that are still doing do well in the Santa Barbara area and can be planted now early. However, when you plant them, just do look for the variety that have the VF after the cultivar name, and because that means that it's certified for a couple of common soil-borne diseases, and that could take over a crop, otherwise your crop. As far as herbs, there are certain herbs that do very well and come from France, such as lavender, marjoram, rosemary, and thyme, that originated in the Mediterranean in France, and therefore do well here as well because we have a similar climate. As to fruits, continue planting your citruses, and as far as ornamental, we are looking at roses are in full bloom. So that's a good time to choose your roses because you're going to see what they would bloom like and the colors. It's a better time to choose the colors. As far as perennials, we have the silver, the penstemon, coropsis, and the fuchsia, and so on. Those are good ones to plant as well. Other garden tasks. Time to prune. When you're pruning, make sure that you're pruning just above the new outward facing bud. And so you can, get rid of all the damaged winter, anything that got damaged by frost or other. That would be a good time to prune that. And then time to feed as well. Feed your plants. And that, any plant should be fed at this time. Good time to fertilize. Good time to protect as well, putting mulch around your plants, put 2 to 4 inches, and then time to check for water. If you have proper drainage, if you have proper watering, adjust your schedule. Don't water during the day where there's high evaporation, water more in the evening. You can also control pest control. For instance, if you have some fungus spores on your leaves, if you hose them off in the morning, they will dry out all the evening, and there won't be the moisture on them for the evening, which would promote the fungus. And back to the watering, and it's a good time to see if you have any leaks, if you need to change the batteries for the timers and so on. Good time to do it in the spring as a spring cleaning for the outdoors. And also, another thing to do right now is to prepare for the fire season because, it's starting to get dry. It's starting to get very dry. And I wanted to mention to you that I'm going to be posting as well from the city of Santa Barbara, the fire prevention high fire hazard area desirable plant list. And that has some good points. First of all, it tells you what kind of water needs these plants have. It tells you it has other common code. For instance, where to use, where to plant, whether on a steep slope or not, whether frost could damage it, how if there would be lots of dead, like things to pick up, lots of maintenance from those those plants, whether they're good for erosion, how much drainage these plants. Anyhow, so there's tons of information for each plant, and I'll have this posted as well. So have a great week, and à bientôt. You can also look me up on FranceWas.com or parkbench.com/Montecito and see all these beautiful young new businesses, or new and old businesses, small businesses in town that we're trying to support. Thank you. Have a good week. Bye-bye. À bientôt.